Bron Breakker's journey has been nothing short of explosive. The son of Rick Steiner and the nephew of Scott Steiner, wrestling runs deep in his DNA. From the moment he stepped into NXT, Breakker was unstoppable. His intensity, athleticism, and raw power made him an instant standout. Fans saw flashes of the Steiner brothers but with a modern twist. He wasn't just another second-generation superstar, he was something new, something primal. Breakker's in-ring style is pure aggression. Every suplex, every spear, every gorilla press slam feels like a statement, a declaration that the future has arrived. He carries the aura of a man who doesn't just want to win matches, he wants to dominate, to send a message. His transition from NXT champion to main roster competitor has been one of the most anticipated moves in recent WWE history. Many see him as the next face of the company, a powerhouse who can carry the torch into the next decade. While Breakker represents the new wave, LA Knight is the voice of the present. Charismatic, confident, and electrifying on the mic, Knight is cut from the same cloth as legends like The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Every time he steps into the ring, the crowd roars with chants of, "Yeah!" and, "Let me talk to ya." He's the kind of performer who doesn't just wrestle, he connects, entertains, and commands attention. LA Knight's rise wasn't overnight. He fought his way through years of grind, from independent circuits to NXT to finally becoming a main event player on SmackDown. His matches are sharp, his promos are unforgettable, and his self-belief is unmatched. In an era where many rely on social media hype, LA Knight's weapon has always been his voice, authentic, loud, and magnetic. Imagine the clash: Breakker's brute force against Knight's veteran cunning. The energy in the arena would be electric before the first punch even lands. Breakker, the bulldozer who breaks opponents apart with sheer strength, would face a man who knows how to outsmart and outtalk anyone standing across the ring. This is more than a physical battle, it's a psychological war. LA Knight would use his mic skills to get under Breakker's skin, mocking his rookie status, calling him the kid with muscles and no brains. Meanwhile, Breakker's response wouldn't come in words but in actions, spine-shattering slams and thunderous spears that silence the talk. In a feud like this, storytelling writes itself. Breakker represents everything new: youth, power, and legacy. LA Knight embodies experience, charisma, and the grind. It's old school versus new school. Power versus persuasion. Muscle versus mouth. WWE fans have been buzzing about this fantasy matchup for months. Social media threads are filled with comments like, "Bron Breakker vs. LA Knight would blow the roof off." And, "That promo battle alone would be legendary." It's a rare combination, two superstars who bring both physical and verbal fireworks. For YouTube channels, podcasts, and wrestling communities, this match is a dream scenario. The dynamic is perfect for storytelling: the hungry young lion facing the established alpha who refuses to step aside. Each promo exchange would trend. Each confrontation would feel personal. WWE's creative team could easily build a months-long storyline that climaxes in a blockbuster pay-per-view event, perhaps at WrestleMania or SummerSlam. Let's imagine how WWE could make this feud happen. It begins with LA Knight cutting a promo after a major victory, claiming he's the top megastar, and that no one in the new generation can touch him. The crowd chants, "Yeah," and suddenly, Bron Breakker's music hits. The arena erupts. The rookie powerhouse steps out, looks Knight straight in the eye, and simply says, "Challenge accepted." From that moment, sparks fly. Week after week, Knight tries to verbally humiliate Breakker. He calls him Steiner Light, mocks his inexperience, and calls himself the real main event. Breakker, usually calm and composed, slowly begins to snap. Each segment ends with tension, sometimes a shove, sometimes a stare down, and finally, the inevitable brawl. This kind of build-up creates emotional investment. Fans would be divided, some cheering for the confident veteran who's earned his spot, others rallying behind the young lion ready to take over. By the time the match happens, the atmosphere would be pure electricity. The bell rings. Both men lock eyes, Breakker's intensity versus Knight's smirk. The crowd is on its feet. Breakker starts strong, throwing Knight across the ring with raw power. Suplex after suplex, the ring shakes. Knight slips out, using his experience to bait Breakker into mistakes. A sudden neckbreaker, a quick DDT. He shouts to the crowd, "That's how it's done." But Breakker doesn't stay down long. He rises like a machine, his expression changing from pain to fury. Midway through, both men are exhausted. Breakker goes for the spear, Knight dodges, hits the BFT, blunt force trauma. 1, 2, kick out. The crowd explodes. Knight can't believe it, he tries again, but Breakker counters, military press into powerslam. 1, 2, Knight kicks out this time. In the final moments, Breakker channels his inner Steiner rage, roars, and hits a thunderous spear that nearly cuts Knight in half. 1, 2, 3, victory for Bron Breakker. After the bell, Knight sits in the corner, beaten but smirking. Breakker walks past him, nods respectfully, and raises his hand to the crowd. Knight stands, offers a handshake, then pulls him in, whispering something like, "Don't get used to it, kid." The seeds for a rematch are planted. This ending leaves fans wanting more. It gives Breakker the credibility boost of beating a top star, and it gives LA Knight another layer to his character, the veteran who won't go quietly into the night. This isn't just about one fight. It's about WWE's transition into a new era. Superstars like Bron Breakker represent the future, athletic, intense, and built for global appeal. Meanwhile, LA Knight represents the soul of the business, charisma, connection, and pure crowd chemistry. If WWE were to book this rivalry, it would be symbolic, the passing of the torch from one generation to another. And yet, both men would come out stronger, Breakker with legitimacy, Knight with renewed relevance. Whether it happens on SmackDown, WrestleMania, or in a fantasy card created by fans, Bron Breakker vs. LA Knight is a match that has everything: power, story, emotion, and entertainment. It's not just about who wins, it's about what each represents. Bron Breakker is the unstoppable force, the symbol of tomorrow. LA Knight is the immovable object, the voice of today. And when those two collide, the WWE Universe gets something special, a battle that defines an era. As the crowd chants, "Yeah," and Breakker roars in victory, one thing becomes clear: the WWE's future has arrived, and it looks unstoppable.